Hey soul family, welcome back to the channel. This is the White Feather Tarot, and in today's reading we're doing what is the next chapter of your life. I'm very excited about this reading. I think it's going to be a very interesting one, and it's really going to help us understand what is going to happen next, what is our new chapter, and what to expect moving forward during this year. What have we closed, what have we learned and left behind, and what to look forward to. All right, so to do this reading, we are going to be picking 4 piles together. Pile number 1 is already peeping out. So we have the Hermit. For pile 2, we have the Page of Cups. For pile number 3, we have the Shadow Self. That's not a tarot card, that's an extra card in the deck. It's called the Shadow Self. And for the 4th pile, we have Queen of Cups. Now, if you like to pick with crystals, I'm going to add them in a second. For pile 1, we have Citrine. For pile 2, Blue Howlite. For pile 3, Labradorite. And for pile number 4, we have Red Jasper. So take a look at which one of these 4 piles or crystals you're the most drawn to, and that's probably the pile for you here today. If you feel drawn to more than one pile or more than one crystal, always trust your intuition. It will always guide you to the right readings. And as usual, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box. Click on your times and I'll see you in your readings. Hi soul family. If you love the card picking process and the shuffling process and find it calming and enjoyable as I do, I've left this specific part for you. And any deck that I use throughout the reading and you want to know what I'm using, you'll always find the name of the deck along with a link to see it down in the description box. All right, so now let's shuffle your oracle cards and get a card for each of these 4 piles. And so we want to ask and shuffle with intention. What is the next chapter of their lives, please? What is the next chapter of our 4 piles today, please? What is the next chapter? Thank you very much. Ooh, so these are 2. 1, 2, 3, and I feel this one for 4. Yep, that's exactly the one. All right, now let's pick our cards that we'll be using for our learning lessons, the lessons learned. Okay, what we're leaving behind in the past, what we've learned. What did we learn? Can we kindly know, what did the 4 piles learn, please? What did they leave behind in the past and learn? Thank you very much. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, and 2. Right. So now we're going to take our main tarot cards. We'll be picking 5 cards for each of the 4 piles. So let's shuffle with intention, sorry. What is the next chapter of the 4 piles' lives, please? What is their next chapter? What are they moving into? What is the next chapter of our 4 piles today, please? Thank you so much. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Thank you very much. All right. Now it's time for us to organize these 4 piles. So let's put this on the top and tuck them in neatly. Ooh. Right, so pile 1 is ready with the Hermit. Let's keep it up there, and let's take the citrine. All right, let's prepare pile number 2, put it in neatly. Lovely, so pile 2 is ready as well. Let's put the blue howlite on our second pile. Right, third pile. Right, our third pile is also ready. And let's put the labradorite. Oh, looks the same, doesn't it? Okay. On our third pile. Now the fourth pile. Is also ready. Wonderful. Ooh. Oh, look, I see a shooting star on this card. If you're watching, please make a wish now. Right, so the fourth pile is ready. And the red jasper for the fourth pile is ready as well. So guys, thank you for sticking around. I love your energy. I love doing this process with you guys. And even though I don't see you, I feel your energy. I always say that. And let's get on with today's reading. Hi, pile number 1. So you've chosen the citrine as well as the Hermit card. I'm so excited about your reading because there's a lot of power here that I'm seeing already, a lot of positivity. So let's take a look at your cards. I'm going to keep this here. I'm going to keep your beautiful citrine over there. Right. Now we'll be using these 2 cards to take a look at what you've learned, how you've grown, what you're leaving behind, and then your tarot cards to see the next chapter of your life. So in terms of your oracle card, wow, aren't they so similar? The Hermit and security. I see what this is about now. All right, I think if we push it a bit up like that, yeah, now you can see very well. All right, so you have, you have the Hanged Man. Do you see this whole pause energy? Hibernation, the Hermit, the Hanged Man. Wow. And you have the Magician. Wow. All right. You've gained a lot of personal power, and I'm not surprised because the citrine, one of its metaphysical powers is that it cultivates confidence and personal power. Right, let's now take a look at your tarot cards, pile number 1. You have the Lovers. Wow. Okay. You have the 3 of Pentacles, of course, right? you have the Seven of Swords. Okay, I get what this is about as well. You have the Two of Wands. And you have the Ace of Wands. Hey, we have space for one more card, actually. Let me get our deck. That's a surprise. All right. Now, what's the next chapter of pile number 1's life, please? Wow, now that's a surprise. You have the 10 of Cups ending your reading. Full of surprises here. Okay, so this is telling me that at the moment, pile number 1, you're in some kind of hermit mode. You're hibernating. You're looking forward towards a very bright, beautiful life. You know it's coming. You're very hopeful about it because the citrine is, of course, a very positive stone or crystal. It brings positivity and optimism, of course. But as well, it's used to manifest financial abundance and create opportunities. And that's what I'm seeing here in your reading. So the next chapter of your life, after this pause, this healing pause that you have here, is you creating some sort of big opportunity for yourself. You're going to be working very hard towards it. And so what I'm seeing here, first and foremost, is that with the Hermit, in conjunction with this cave here, it seems like you have been through difficult times, perhaps even the biggest spiritual life lesson of your life, and you have healed a lot. You've paused, reflected, you've done a lot of inner work, and you've gained a lot of personal power and strength. And now you're ready to come out of this hibernation, using your wisdom and your new power to overcome the things that used to worry you in the past with the Seven of Swords. Your mind no longer plays tricks on you, pile number 1. You're not afraid of facing people. You're not afraid of the difficulties and the challenges and the tricky situations that could come your way. You are not afraid of failure. You're very hopeful about the future. You're strongly looking forward to it. And you're right. You are about to create something magnificent with your own hands. You're about to create your own future. You're about to work on something, pile number 1, and it's going to bring you a lot of happiness. May I even say, with the 10 of Cups here, ultimate happiness. We cannot ignore that the 10 of Cups is being presented here as a wedding, and then your reading is starting off with the Lovers. So with the next chapter in your life, if you're single, it looks like this next chapter, especially because you have the Hermit here, which shows energy of being alone. You're coming out of this cave, or your singlehood, and you're meeting a very dear person who you will love. And it seems like, from your reading, as clearly as it's showing, that you will be spending the rest of your life with them happily. It's like you're making a home together instead of you being all alone here, pile number 1. You have learned so much from the previous life lesson and the difficult times that you've been through. And you now know, with the inner master here, that you've been through this for a reason. You've gained enough power to face what you would have otherwise been intimidated by, or what you may have not been able to handle. But now you've gained a lot of inner strength. And you're not waiting for the world to give you safety anymore. You're ready to go out, be bold, and create that safety for yourself within the things that used to intimidate you. Pile number 1, you've learned that you go get the safety and you don't wait for the world to give it to you. There's a lot of power in your reading, a lot of awareness, a lot of growth that has happened. Pile number 1. And you're now waiting to use these new learned skills and new learned awareness and understanding in creating a beautiful life for yourself. And when we say beautiful life for yourself, pile number 1, what can I say? You are embarking on a work that you love, work that feeds your soul. You're finally about to start doing something that speaks to you, something with the wands here that you will be able to manifest through it. Do you see a lot how this is all about manifestation, including your stone, which we said from the very beginning is all about manifesting financial abundance and opportunities. It's like you are creating these opportunities for yourself, pile number 1. You're very passionate about what you're about to do or what you're doing. You feel like you're in control now and that you're able to take command of your life in terms of your career. I do see with the 7 of Swords here, you're not afraid to... A lot of you are not afraid to register your own business, going solo with the Hermit. You're not afraid to turn your passion into work. And you have command of it. You're not afraid of previous things that you would have been afraid of. Maybe failing if you go solo, or maybe not being able to afford your life if you go solo, and so on. I see you handling it very well in the next chapter of your life. I see you being careful, planning things well, everything that you're worried about, perhaps saving. So you see, with the 2 of Wands, it's almost like she's holding all the tools of a magician. The pentacle, the sword, the wand, you know what I mean? It's like with this specific 2 of Wands, she's manifesting what she wants. This is, of course, when I say she, it's because it's depicted as a she in the card. But whatever you identify as, that's just the energy that I'm seeing. So this person is using all the tools and the resources that they have to manifest what they want. This time, handling the tricky situations and the things that they're worried about very well, with proper planning, balancing things out in their minds and taking the route that works best, thinking about how can I do what I love carefully until I manifest what I want. I love what you're doing there, pile number 1. So courageous, so powerful. I see the magician, of course, why it's appearing in your reading. And I'm seeing you're leaving behind the energy, not just the energy of sadness and this whole past, and creating a new, fresh future. But I also see, pile number 1, that you're leaving behind you hibernating and being alone all the time. I think here I see that you've healed, you feel so much better, and now you've gained your personal strength and you're ready to go out there. You're ready to mingle, you're ready to see people, you're ready to talk to people, you're ready to, with the 3 of Pentacles, cooperate with others at work and maybe even have team members with you. But most importantly, with this mingling, it seems like you'll be finding a very special person in this new chapter of your life. It's very prominent in your reading, as you can see, pile number 1. This solo journey that you are on, pile number 1, will bring you a lot of financial security. So, yes, a lot of opportunities, a lot of abundance, a lot of, yes, security. So fear not, pile number 1. You have this handled, I see you taking care of every tricky situation, studying it well, making sure that you bypass all the obstacles in your way at the beginning of this very passionate road. And I see you reaching success for sure. I love that for you, pile number 1. Love your reading. I love your courage. I love everything that you're doing. And I wish you all the best of luck. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out cards and get some advice from Spirit on your new next chapter of your life. So we have Temperance, right? Am I holding this the other way? Yes, I was. So we have Temperance and we have 10 of Wands. This card always signifies to me, this specific 10 of Wands, believe it or not, it signifies bearer of good news. Even though it's the 10 of Wands, which really shows like it's the end of this old cycle, and there is and Spirit is bearing a lot of good news for you that you're ready to receive very soon. Pile number 1. I believe it or not as well, a lot of the times I make a wish using the energy of this card. May I have good news coming my way. May I have good news coming my way. Right, so you have the Ace of Wands, a lot of 2 Aces of Wands in your reading. You're definitely starting something solo as well. A lot of you. But if you're not going solo, of course, since this is a general reading, maybe you are, maybe this is talking about your work in general. Right. But for most of you, you're starting something here. You have the Emperor. Wow. Okay. I feel like this specific Emperor is kind of like wearing a garnet stone, you know, full of confidence, full of power. You have the 10 of Swords. You have the 10 of Wands and the 10 of Swords. That's significant, right? And last but not least, you have, wow, the 9 of Pentacles. That's a wish coming true, my dear pile number 1. So I see your advice from Spirit. First of all, the message is your dream is going to come true, pile number 1. And your biggest advice is to keep your mental state balanced. Keep the learnings that you've learned throughout your journey, this personal power that you've gained. Face things with balance and with confidence, no matter how much work you have to do, or no matter how worried you are, or no matter how tricky things get, which seems to be something you're a little bit worried about here with the 7 of Swords I see as well. So no matter how much you feel like you're worried or afraid or scared, or you feel like you're bearing too much work, always remember that Spirit has great news coming for you, that as long as you're keeping your mental state balanced, what you've learned, keeping your psychological balance in check, that is the most important thing in your journey. See, with the sun appearing on top of her head, it shows that keep the idea of keeping things positive. Think that Spirit has good news for you, that Spirit is there for you, that things will work out just fine, and to act confidently and with strength in front of adversity and the tricky things that you may be afraid of. And as long as you do that, pile number 1, things will work out absolutely fine. You will be doing great, and you will be achieving your dreams, as well as finding a wonderful partner here. Wow, pile number 1. What a next chapter. And you truly deserve it, pile number 1, because, my dear, you have been through so much. I almost want to hug you. And I wish you all the best of luck with this wonderful chapter there. I wish you prosperity and wonderful love, confidence and personal power, as well as financial abundance. Pile number 1, that was your reading. I hope you've enjoyed it. And if you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. Don't forget to click on your notification bell, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Oh, if you're interested in my productivity book, please don't forget to check it down in the description box. It's a small book that has all the key advice and secrets to helping you become a productive person today, all while enjoying it. If you're interested in that, please don't forget to check it out. I'm sure you will love it. It's down in the description box, and I'll catch you later. Bye. Hi, pile number 2. So you have chosen the blue howlite, and you've also chosen this beautiful page of cups. Isn't it gorgeous? This tells me so much about you, pile number 2, but we'll get into that in a moment. We're now taking a look at what the next chapter of your life is. So let's put that over here. And let's take a look at your other oracle cards. Wow, you have simplicity. Loving your energy here, pile number 2. You, pile number 2s, are very beautiful souls. Indeed, and we're going to talk about that with the energy, this young energy. This is a female, whether female or male. But you do see a young doe who wears her or his heart on their sleeves. We'll talk a lot about that in a second. All right, so let's take a look at what you've learned and what you're leaving behind with these 2. So you have the Fool, right? And you have the 4 of Cups. Wonderful. Love that energy for you. Pile number 2. Love your growth process. I admire you, pile number 2. Now, let's see what your tarot cards have. And take a look at what your next chapter is. So you have, you're reading beginning with the Death card. 0, death. You're on a new journey, that is for sure. There's no doubt about that. You're starting something totally anew, pile number 2. You have Temperance. What a beautiful Temperance card. I love how these 2 wonderful people are sort of celebrating together. What an interesting Temperance card. All right. You have the King of Swords. Interesting as well. The 3 of Wands. And you have the Queen of Wands. And we have space for an extra card. Let me get that for you. So what is the next chapter of pile number 2's life, please? Oh, and you have the Lover's card. How interesting. All right. Such young energy all over your reading. So straight away, pile number 2, I can't help but see what a beautiful person you are. You are someone who's very real. You're not afraid to put your heart out in your sleeve, and you express your true, authentic self, no matter what. You've loved the people around you from the heart. Some have hurt you because you're so open and unapologetically you. What you're leaving behind here, pile number 2, with the Fool card, there was a lot of innocence. You are still keeping who you are, which is a beautiful soul, but you've learned to be careful with the outside world. You've learned now that not everyone that is going to take your love will appreciate it, and you've learned to choose and to think with discernment who to give this love to and when to let yourself go and when to be a little bit careful. Yes, with the Temperance card, especially talking about relationships here, you are leaving behind the energy of trusting everyone, and while still keeping it simple with who you are, not changing who you are at an integral level. You're leaving behind definitely the energy of not loving the people who chose not to love you, not loving the people who did not reciprocate your kindness and love back, who held back their emotions from you. You've learned to have more discernment towards the people around you in terms of how they are going to, with their type of character, how they're going to be dealing with you. You have an eye for that now. Pile number 2, you've learned to read people so well. And despite the young energy that you exude, believe it or not, this young energy is exuding from an old soul. And I say that because feathers, they remind me of ancestors, spirit guides as well, love. And so this young, loving, beautiful energy is actually coming from wisdom and coming from an old soul. And you've learned now to balance that out. You've learned who to give your emotions to raw and fully, and who to be to have discernment. You've learned to have discernment, how to deal with other people who may not have the best intentions, how to keep a strong facade with others. The people that you feel may not really understand or are not emotionally developed to realize that you choose to be kind and loving, and that this is no more stemming from innocence towards the world. Pile number 2. Now that we've seen what you're leaving behind, let's take a look at this beautiful next chapter in your life. Pile number 2. I see a lot of developed energy here. You've absolutely changed. And we have a king appearing in the middle of the reading. In fact, we have the King of Swords. And that shows someone who has grown and has learned to first take decisions more with what is right than what you feel all the time. Rightfully so because you have high intuition. But at the same time, you've learned as well to be careful, to be discerning, to look at things not just at face value, but to look at people and situations deeper, because sometimes you may judge from your innocent lens, and thus allowing yourself to get hurt with people sometimes. And now I see a stronger person, someone who is more confident, someone who is capable of dealing with everyone, and has learned to chill and relax and enjoy the process with their newfound strength and confidence. A lot of personal growth character development in your reading. Pile number 2, for sure. I see you in the next chapter of your life taking on a bigger role at work than you usually do. There's a level up, and that's centering your reading here. So there's a lot of emphasis on your work. Maybe you'll be leading on a team, or you're going to be, you'll have a raise. Maybe your business will grow. Maybe you're graduating. There's a raise, taking on a bigger role here that's really appearing in your reading. And we cannot ignore the fact that you have the word for sale twice. And both of them are pointing towards a house. So this could mean that the next chapter of your life, you could be moving places. You're moving into another home, another city, another state, or another country. You're packing and unpacking. You're moving away. That a lot of you could be moving away. There's movement in your reading. You could actually be selling your house, some of you, or buying a new house, or renting a new place. So there's a change of location as well for a lot of you. This change could be due to you leaving your university and finally graduating, or you moving into another job, or simply just moving apartments or houses. Pile number 2. What's also catching my attention in your reading, pile number 2, you do have the Page of Cups. You have the Lovers and your Temperance card. You do see this person sharing their meal with a special person. So it seems to me like in the next chapter of your life, you will be starting, because this is the Page of Cups, you'll be starting a beautiful connection with a very special person. There's a love relationship coming into your life. Of course, this is a general reading, and some of you could already be in a relationship. But if you're not, it seems like there is a special connection appearing in this new chapter in your life. Pile number 2. Also, with the Three of Wands, I feel here that you have planted something, some things, and you're now waiting, watching it grow. Maybe you've invested in something and it's growing. Maybe you have finished a project at work and you're now waiting for it to bring the results. You're relaxing and you feel like it's going to take you higher up. You've created a product and now you're waiting for it to launch and sell it. You've just finished something and it's like a seed, and you're now waiting for it to bring its results back to you. Pile number 2. I love that energy for you. Or maybe this is something that you will be doing, you're working on, and in the next chapter of your life you would have created something marvelous and you're waiting for the results to come, for the money and the finances to come, or for the raise to come, whatever it is that you wanted out of the work that you've planted in. Pile number 2. Another thing that I'm seeing, pile number 2, is that in the next chapter of your life, you will be protected greatly by your spirit guides. They will be taking harm out of your way. They'll be making sure that you're okay, that you're going along in your journey very well, that you're succeeding, that you're growing personally. And they'll make sure that they move away the people who might hurt you out of your path. They'll make sure that you don't take decisions that you could regret later. It's like you're really protected. You, of course, need to use your discernment. There's no question about it. To keep your mind tranquil, which is what the blue howlite is all about. Tranquility. It helps reside anger, fear, to keep with the temperance, to keep your mental state balanced, and at the same time work hard, and your spirit guides will be there protecting you from harm in this next chapter of your life. They'll help you make sure you reach your goals very well. Now let's take a look at advice from Spirit for you in the next chapter of your beautiful life here, pile number 2. I'm so happy for you. The Sister of Roses, which is the Page of Cups here. Right. Oh, you have a lot of roses in your reading, I just noticed. There must be romance coming into your life, pile number 2. All right, so what is Spirit's advice to you in this next chapter of your life? What is Spirit's advice to you? Right. So you have Queen of Pentacles. Wow. Okay. You have the Muse of Material, which is the King of Pentacles. So you have the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles both next to each other in the reading. Wow, what is up with you, pile number 2? You have the Nine of Pentacles, a dream come true, a financial dream come true, or a project happening. Wow. Okay. You have the Three of Swords. Oh, that is so sweet. I got instantly hit by this message here. Pile number 2. Spirit is telling you that you were never alone. You might have gone through a time where you felt like maybe a lot of people abandoned you with this desert here. That the doors were locked and closed, that your voice wasn't heard, but it's not true. I see Spirit telling you that you were never alone, and that it was really necessary for you to go through this transformational process, for you to grow into the stronger person that you are today, to be able to handle on bigger roles and bigger things in life. Because these were your dreams at heart, and that you were always loved and never alone. Isn't that so sweet? Oh. You have the Five of Pentacles. Yes, it was a tough time where you were left alone here, pile number 2. I'm so sorry about that. My goodness, I can see you crying in your sleep, feeling like you're alone. There was a time where you felt like nearly no one was there. There's a strong message here to you from Spirit, pile number 2. Let's see what this card is about. And the Four of Pentacles, right. So now I see what's going on. I see Spirit telling you that you will be making a lot of financial abundance, a lot of money in the next chapter of your life. And there is an advice of being careful and discerning with the money that you get. Not to spend it all. Be happy. Make sure that you're not in lack where you need certain things and that you're not getting. Make sure that nobody uses you with the abundance that you're getting. And make sure that you take what you need and that you always put into consideration the future. That you don't get into spending. which could be something that you may slip into easily, especially at the beginning of this journey. Pile number 2. And so the advice is you don't want to overspend and then realize that you haven't materialized and made use of everything coming in. So Spirit is telling you to be discerning, get what you need, but make sure you are focused on saving your resources, investing your resources, and maybe getting financial advice on how to take care of your finances, or maybe you would want to read more about it. Whatever it is, make sure that you are careful with what you have. And the future is looking super bright for you, but the more you take care of what you have and respect it, the more abundance you get. Pile number 2. Pile number 2, I love your reading. You're a beautiful soul. It was such an honor and a pleasure connecting with you. Thank you for being on the channel. And if you've enjoyed your reading, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. Don't forget to click on your notification bell. And also, don't forget to check my productivity book. It could help you become a productive person. It has key advice and secrets to becoming a productive person, all while enjoying it. If you're interested in that, please check it out. You'll find the link to the ebook down in the description box. And pile number 2, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 3. So you have chosen the beautiful Labradorite. See how it's just so beautiful. I always feel like it's a magical stone, really. It's just so phenomenal. And you have chosen the shadow, and they kind of look the same, you know. You only see how magical it is when you reflect it into the light. So I have a lot to say about that, but let's first take a look at the rest of your cards, pile number 3. So you have the shadow self. Let me show you the card first before we begin. The dark inner swamp. This is giving me a great understanding that you had to deal with you had to do a lot of shadow work previously, pile number 3. I feel here that suddenly life shut down. There was this sudden change in your life, and at some point it felt very dark. You questioned everything. You questioned the people around you. You questioned existence, the universe, God, human beings, how things functioned. You were very confused. And you were pushed to have a look at the blind spot that was within yourself. You know, with our shadows, there's this area that we tend to sometimes ignore. We cannot see, or maybe we don't want to deal with. Sometimes we can't bear to see ourselves the way we are, to tell ourselves certain things. But sometimes we are pushed to have a look at it, to look at that shadow, eye to eye, so that we improve and become the best version of ourselves. We claim our personal power. We become stronger. Let's see what this is about. Wow, yes, that's exactly what I was foreseeing with your cards here. You see, you do not see the beauty of the Labradorite unless you move it and let it reflect the light. Yes, so you've built a lot of courage to get inside, understand yourself better, see what you needed to improve, how you can grow. And you've actually done that. You've achieved that. Pile number 3. And now you're ready into the new chapter of your life. You're coming into the light now with your new formed strength. Pile number 3. There was a pile with a similar, a little similar experience, but I think pile number 3, yours was very tough. Your experience was very tough, and you built a lot of strength, courage, and grit. Let's take a look at your shadow cards, but I mean, wow. So you have the 7 of Pentacles, and you have the Empress. Wonderful. That makes all the sense in the world. Okay, now let's take a look at your tarot cards. So this is what you will be leaving behind, how you grew, what you've become. And with that, we're taking a look now at your tarot cards and seeing what the next chapter of your life is. So pile number 3, you have the 3 of Cups, a lot of celebration coming into your life. It's you're coming out of this darkness into a very fun times of your life. It's a time that you are going to dearly celebrate. It's going to be a lot of fun. You're going to be receiving from the universe so many things and dreams that you had in your heart that almost at some point felt like just a dream, despite the fact that you believed very hard with the Empress here. But now you've either started this new chapter and you've started feeling these new blessings, these dreams coming true for you, or you're about to get into that. That's a new chapter for you, pile number 3. You have the 5 of Cups here. You have the Moon. You have, wow, the King of Pentacles. And you have the 6 of Cups. So first things first. What you're leaving behind in the old chapter, pile number 3, is you working and seeing very little results, at least obvious results in the efforts that you're making. You've been building a lot. You've been very patient. You've been using your skills and intuition. You're a highly skilled, hard-working person, pile number 3, and you put in a lot of hard work and hard effort to grow and to evolve in your career, maybe at work, or to achieve your dreams. And so now this is moving into the old chapter, because in this new chapter you will be seeing the results. With the 6 of Cups, what you've built, you're going to start celebrating. You're going to start seeing the results of this hard labor and enjoying a lot of financial blessings. This also came in another pile here. Also, part of your new chapter, pile number 3, is that you will be forming beautiful relationships with people. You might start finding your soul family. Maybe you will be forming a family, or that you will be getting into activities, certain activities that are interesting to you. These activities could be spiritual activities where you meet people who think like you. They could be activities of some hobby that you like. You do see people drinking, so you might maybe meet special people at the gym, or nutrition classes, things of the sort, in some area that you're really interested in, and you'll start finding your tribe. Pile number 3. I'm so happy for you here. You'll start forming long-lasting relationships. That does not mean that you didn't already have. Although I really do feel here with this shadow self that a lot of you have been disappointed in the past. But there's good relationships to be formed very soon in your new chapter of your life. Pile number 3. You'll be experiencing and enjoying strong bonds that will stand the test of time, that will make you feel true to yourself, that you will feel relaxed, you will feel like you can be the true you. It has this family feel to it, a respectful bond. Such wonderful bonds here. And it's appearing twice. You have the 3 of Cups, and then you have the 6 of Cups here. You see a lot of connections happening in your life. You see you finally meeting wonderful people that you connect with every day, people that you can have heartful conversations with, people that you do fun activities with, especially spiritually. You know, you kind of feel like these are 3 witches out in the nature, doing rituals, you know. So not necessarily, but for a lot of you, you'll be meeting a lot of your family or your soul tribe, and you'll instantly not just connect with them, but you will form, like we said, a long-lasting relationship. Your business or your career, whichever way you'll be making your financial growth here, because there is a lot, there's abundance in your reading here. A lot of this will happen, pile number 3, by you meeting others. That's why this is a strong part of your reading in the next chapter. This will happen by you being introduced to key people who you can help and they can help you. Or sometimes even people who just love to help for the sake of it, because they feel like you are talented, that you are worth this help, that you're a wonderful person, that you're skilled. Yes, you'll find a lot of dear ones connecting you to others that they know, others loving to help you, and all these connections somehow are going to help you in your journey, create opportunities for you to grow your finances in this new chapter of your life. And when we say grow your finances, we mean a lot, with the King of Pentacles here, pile number 3. I see in the next chapter of your life, pile number 3, a lot more growth, you continuing your shadow work and growing even more and becoming stronger. And there's nothing to worry about that. We are all in one big we all in our lives continue to grow, face our shadows and grow. So that's part of your next chapter as well, pile number 3. But you have beautiful connections, you're abundant, you're growing with your work as well. And you know how they say, how would you like to cry sometimes? Would you like to cry in your posh Mercedes when it's time to cry? I'm just joking with you, of course. What I mean to say is that there is further growth, and we should never be afraid to grow, because when we face our shadows, we always unlock a superpower within us. And that's why you have the Empress here. You've grown, you've realized how much stronger you're capable of being in the past, how you can depend on yourself, how you can make big dreams come true. And so many things and so many blessings came out of this time. Now it's not the growth that you're having, that you'll have here, is not going to be as severe as what happened in the past. But you might have some situations here and there where you feel like, oh, I don't know how to deal with this situation, and it'll force you to think, to see that shadow within yourself, and to grow and learn how to deal with it better and come out of it safely. Pile number 3. During this process, you will always be celebrating yourself, and that's the card here that explains that part. You will constantly be growing and celebrating yourself for becoming stronger, for knowing how to deal with others better, for learning more about your weaknesses and making them stronger. So you're on this journey where you're going to, at the end of the day, become a very strong spiritual and physical being. And you'll be one of the best versions of yourself, pile number 3, in this beautiful journey that you're in. So let me get some more clarification cards on that. And also get advice from Spirit on this beautiful next chapter that you have, pile number 3. So can we kindly get advice and more clarification on pile number 3's growth, please? And how can they go through it smoothly? How they can go through their beautiful next chapter happily and enjoy it. Let's see. So pile number 3, you have, wow, the 10 of Pentacles. Boy, when we talk about material blessings, so you will be very happy. You don't, there are no worries in your next chapter when it comes to your finances and feeling happy and stable within beautiful people surrounding you. So let's now find out more. You have the 5 of Cups again. You know where it's landing? Right under the 5 of Cups. There's no question that you will be growing spiritually during your next chapter, even more. But nothing like what happened in the past. It's just part of life. But challenges that will help you grow. Challenges that once you solve or resolve, you will feel like they were necessary. You would have picked them, and you will be very proud of the progress that you will see within yourself. Pile number 3. You have Death, so there's a lot of transformation happening for you in your life. You have the King of Pentacles lining right under the King of Pentacles. What a mind-blowing reading. Pile number 3, who are you? What is going on here? Wow, this is definitely divinely guided, this reading. And you have the 4 of Cups. Let's see here what Spirit has to say. So with the 4 of Cups, there's this message of embrace. Embrace this change. Don't be afraid of it, because along this change, there's a lot of abundance. There's a lot of beautiful connections. There's a lot of happiness. And there's a lot of change. Remember what we said? Change within you. You are evolving, pile number 3. So I see Spirit really telling you, please don't be afraid of this evolution process. It's not scary. And while it may have been very dark in the past, I keep repeating this one will not be the same. You'll have people hugging you. You'll have a Mercedes to drive and listen to your favorite music. You'll have healthy food to eat. You will be absolutely blessed. Pile number 3. And along with that, you're going to grow. You're going to go stronger. And think about it this way. That's what I'm seeing here. Deep within, you have a lot of dreams, that you have not yet manifested. And they're not all financial, because financial and family and friends, that's going strong for you here, pile number 3. But you have personal dreams. Do you see how this person is projecting themselves? You have dreams about who you want to be, pile number 3. You want to become a certain version of yourself that you dream of being, or you want to see yourself in. Maybe these transformation or these dreams pertain to your health, to your body, to your personality, to your strength. They could be anything. You know them. They are your personal dreams at heart. And these transformations are there to make sure that you transform into the person that you wish to be, to bring it out into the 3D, for you to manifest who you want to be. Letting the shadow out into the light. And seeing a version of yourself that you always wanted to see. And with that, pile number 3, you will have everything that you ever wanted. And that includes you. Pile number 3, have I enjoyed your reading? I wish you all the best of luck. My dear and beautiful pile number 3s, thank you for sticking around and watching. It was my pleasure doing this reading for you. And if you've enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And if you're interested in my productivity book, please don't forget to check it out. It's a small productivity book. You won't procrastinate on reading it, but it has key advice and secrets to becoming a productive person today, all while enjoying it. So if you're interested in that, you'll find the productivity book down in the description box. And pile number 3, I'll catch you later. Bye. Hi, pile number 4. So you have chosen the red jasper, and you've chosen this beautiful Queen of Cups. It says the mother of crystals. You do see a bear looking at the cosmos, making a wish, wearing a crown of amethyst. All right, now let's take a look at your cards and see exactly what your next chapter is, pile number 4. So you have, wow, you have purification. It's looking very bright there. Okay, with the sunflower here. I see a lot of strength with the Queen of Cups energy as well as the sunflower. I have this strong inkling, especially with the red jasper as well, that you will be greatly seen in this next chapter of your life. Pile number 4. It's like you have a wish. There's a big wish in your heart that is manifesting now. With the summer rain here, in the sun, with the sunflower in the summer rain, I really do see that, and also purification. I see that there is this idea of out with the old, in with the new. The rain is clearing out, the sun is coming out, and big dreams are about to happen for you. Pile number 4. Especially that the red jasper brings tranquility. It supports you during time of stress, brings tranquility, absorbs negative energy, you know. It's like moving away from this energy and moving into something much brighter. Let's see, pile number 4. So the way we're going to do this is we're going to be taking a look at these 2 cards as what you're leaving behind, and then your tarot cards seeing what the new chapter is. So you have the wow, you have death, definitely an end of a cycle like we were discussing. And you know, this is Snow White, where all her friends, all the gnomes were worried about her, and she's to rise again now, looking at her dream as she opens her eyes. That's the idea here. All right. And you have the Five of Cups. This feeling of maybe lack or feelings of you may not make it, that you're not achieving your dreams, that you don't have something. This is what you're leaving in the past completely. And you're looking forward towards your dream. That is your next chapter. Let's have a look at your dream here together. Pile number 4. So what's going on here? Ooh, you have strength beginning your reading. You have the Knight of Swords. A lot of working here. A lot of working. You're moving strongly towards something, towards achieving your dreams. Okay? You have Justice, enduring a little bit until you achieve what you want. That's what you're doing here. As I can see from your strong energy, you're exuding such powerful energy, pile number 4. It's unbelievable. You're so motivated. You're moving. You're working. You're making it happen. And you will get the reward. The rewards. Wow. And it was 11:11 as I saw that. That was my surprise. Okay, so it's 11:11 for you too. Actually, for you, it's 1 hour, 11 minutes, and 11 seconds, I think. Yeah. Right. So with this specific Justice card, you do see a woman who is massaging her legs, and you can see that she has sacrificed her comfort a little bit that night so that she can look the way that she wants to look, so that she can walk the way that she wants to look, feel what she wants to feel. And so this is the type of energy that I'm seeing in your reading. I see someone who's super motivated, is not going to stop until they make their dreams come true. All right, let's get more information. The Ten of Swords. Again, this in your reading, there is this confirmation that we're ending a cycle, letting the past burn, and you see a phoenix rising. Wow. Pile number 4. I'm very happy for you. You're out there making sure you're going to get your dreams, and the Justice card centering your reading is confirming that you will get your reward for that. You will see your dreams coming true. Wow. And you have the Ace of Cups. This is a new chapter, pile number 4, that you will really love, because you will start to see improvements within your life in areas where you thought you would never see improvements. There's a lot of abundance falling into your hands, pile number 4. You're going to materialize not just your big dreams, but you're also, along with it, the benefits coming from what you're doing is you'll be seeing improvements, you'll be seeing results, manifestations, and even your little dreams as a consequence of the big dreams that you're moving towards. So as an example for that, let's say you were working hard to improve your health, for example. And so as you start exercising and eating the right food and doing what could be a little bit uncomfortable in the beginning, perhaps with cutting out the unhealthy food, it's a little bit uncomfortable at the very beginning, and then it starts becoming enjoyable. So as you go through this process, that's just an example, right? You see your health improving, you see your body get stronger, but you also notice things that were dreams in the past, and you didn't think they were going to get better, like your hair getting longer, or your eyebrows getting thicker, your skin glowing. You know, that's what I mean by you putting in a lot of effort and then seeing results in other areas that you only dreamt of, and it's just happening as a result of the efforts that you're putting in. Let's say another example is you studying or working hard towards a project, and that will help you, of course, progress and move along and get into graduate or create your business or whatever it is. And along with these benefits, you start becoming more intellectual, more knowledgeable, and you start seeing the benefits of you taking better decisions and discussing things with others and giving them your experience and having things go the way that you want it, because now you're more knowledgeable. And that's a gift that comes with the efforts that you're putting in. Other dreams that you had on the side are actually manifesting and happening. So that's the sort of chapter that I'm seeing here for you. You putting in a lot of work, you rising and seeing your dreams come true. Not just the big ones, which are definitely going to happen, but also the small ones. Pile number 4. Wow. Taking a look at these two figures, how they both have their eyes closed, and that's what you're leaving in the past. Especially that we said here that Snow White opens her eyes and finds her dream. So this is giving me a very strong impression that your life is going to change all of a sudden. So as you're putting in the work, as you're working hard and persevering, your next chapter is not one that's going to happen in a slow uphill movement. No. You're going to move from one type of energy, bam, into the next, where you see manifestations happening very quickly for you. Pile number 4. There's speed in your reading here, where you open your eyes and your world's changing very quickly, and you're like, wow, I'm rising very quickly. I didn't think I would see quick results like that. Loving your reading, pile number 4. I'm so happy for you. Right, you know what I'm going to do now? I'm going to be pulling out. Ooh, hey, before we pull out, we have an extra card, space for a card here. I wonder what this is. Let's see. Might be a surprise. We are talking about surprises at the end of the day as well. You seeing, it keeps talking about you seeing things, you know? You not seeing it now and then opening up your eyes and seeing your dreams come true. So can we kindly get more information on that and more information about pile number 4's next new chapter, please? Yeah, it's this one. What's that? You have the 5 of Wands. How interesting. So what I see in this 5 of Wands, pile number 4, is you defending something very strongly. Maybe a certain deadline that you want to launch something in. Or defending your rights in a certain negotiation, partnership. Raise I see you being fierce, pile number 4, and discussing something in the near future. And the reason this is appearing in the next chapter of your life is because this negotiation that you will have a strong impact on this next chapter that we're discussing here. There is a certain meeting, negotiation, discussion that you will have soon, that you will win. You will have your information ready. You will have your cards set. You will be in control of your situation, pile number 4. You're very adamant. You're very persistent. You have very strong energy here. And you're out to make sure your dreams come to fruition, that they happen for you. You're stopping at nothing. You're not taking anything that is not right. You're taking what is rightfully yours. You're being strong here. And it's either your way or the highway. And because of the strong discussion that you will be having soon, pile number 4, you will be moving ahead very quickly in your journey. It's going to be one of the reasons you move very quickly. This discussion we're talking about is very significant to your next chapter. I wonder what it is. Maybe when we take your other tarot cards, we might get a clarification. But what I want to do is that I want to get messages from Spirit and advice from Spirit on this next chapter ahead. Pile number 4. So, can we kindly get guidance, advice, and clarification for pile number 4's beautiful next chapter, please? All right. So pile number 4, you have the 8 of Cups. Okay. It's funny how it's coming in conjunction with the past energy. You leaving behind old energies and stepping into a new world. Wow, you have the 8 of Pentacles. It's depicted beautifully here. Do you see how this one person has 8 hands, is working with love and is making sure they do everything that's in their hands to achieve their dreams. You have your eye on your goal, pile number 4. And you're not shifting it anywhere. Not anytime soon. You have the 2 of Swords. I love your energy. I love what you're doing. You have the Knight of Wands. Wow, powerful energy. Good for you, pile number 4. You have the 10 of Swords. And last, but certainly not least, I feel like this one wants to come out. What's that? You have, wow, the Queen of Wands. So you have the Knight of Wands and you have the Queen of Wands. So like we said from the very beginning, you're getting recognition, pile number 4. You're being seen in this new journey or in this new chapter. In this new chapter, you're moving very quickly, like we said. You're gaining recognition and you're moving from one world into another world completely, seeing results very quickly. What is Spirit's advice here? I do see the 10 of Swords and the 2 of Swords. It's like you have 2 voices, 2 opposing voices in your head. What is that about? And one voice helps you move very quickly, and another voice can quickly shift your energy and make you feel quite sad. How interesting. So with Justice here, I see advice from Spirit to balance out your emotion. When you catch yourself going into the Five of Pentacles previous energy of maybe feeling afraid, catching yourself feeling like you're any type of voices. Do you think you're gonna make it? Do you think that, oh, you have a lot of work to do, making you feel afraid? I do see the advice from Spirit to balance your emotion, to recenter yourself, because you don't want one voice to bring you down that quickly and make you feel burdened or in pain or burned out. Because at the end of the day, you are going to manifest your dreams. You are going to make it happen. But why go through it with pain? And why not heal that area, pile number 4? And so your advice is to let your belief guide you. You have the choice of choosing your thoughts. If you catch yourself feeling down, ask yourself, what was I thinking about now? What brought me down? Why do I feel scared or afraid? Trace these thoughts and empower yourself. Replace them with love first, because that's the most powerful emotion, as well as gratitude that could instantly change the way you feel. And move towards more positive and more empowering thoughts. Think about your dreams. Think about how you can finish things quickly. Think about how you can finish the things that are keeping you burdened and freeing yourself. Think about how you can do things in a more empowered way, and so on and so forth. To choose the stronger emotion, love, gratitude, strength, and to choose to move away from other thoughts that may be heavy, because they will quickly bring you down. Pile number 4. But at the end of the day, your strongest message is look forward to your popularity, look forward to your abundance. There might be traveling as well for you. Look forward to that. Keep your strength, keep your firmness. Although I don't need to advise you with that, you seem very adamant about what you want. I wish you all the best of luck, my dear pile number 4s. My heart's with you. I'm rooting for you. I know you're going to do it. That's what I see Spirit telling you. So good luck with that. Go, go, go is what I see. And pile number 4, if you've enjoyed this reading, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. Please don't forget to check my productivity book. If you want a productivity book that will help you beat procrastination, become a productive person today with key advice and secrets on how to do that all while enjoying it, you'll find my ebook down in the description box. Don't forget to check it out, and I wish you all the best of luck on your journey. And pile number 4, I'll catch you later.